Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you want me to skip this bit, I'll do it anyway, because I'm Super Goggins and I don't give a Today I have for you, by popular demand, and by popular demand I mean one person asked me, I'm going to do a ladies' fragrance review. I know there's some ladies who watch these videos, and, you know, I'll do some fragrance reviews for everyone. All is fair in love and war, as I've said before. Today is sort of a comparison video, but it's more than that. It's like a comparison video, but it's also pointing out something which is stunningly, stunningly good value, right? So the fragrance I'm sort of basing this comparison on is a fragrance that I bought for my wife a couple of years ago called Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. It's an amazing fragrance. It's very big and sweet. The performance is amazing. But it's a little bit pricey. I mean, in the designer world, it's kind of quite pricey. Not in the grand scheme of things, it's not. But I think this one cost me about, I think I got a little discount on it somehow, but I think the retail on it is about £80 for 80ml. So it's not cheap anyway. But very beautiful. The fragrance I'm comparing it with today is one by a company called Police, which is an Italian company. And this one is called Shocking Scent. I have the box here. I took it out of the box because it's a little bit awkward to get out. There's this funny cardboard folding contraption bit in the top of that. And it's an eau de parfum concentration. And it is remarkably similar to Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. Okay, I've got some pre-sprayed down here because the dry down's a bit different. But when I spray them on initially, I can't tell the difference. Hardly at all. Okay, these are clean. I'm going to spray the Shocking Scent on this one. Watch this sprayer. It's exceptionally good quality. I'm just going to do a whole depression here. Dior would be proud of that sprayer. It comes out in a really fine mist. The depression is like it's a smooth, fluid movement as you press the button. It's very, very good quality sprayer, and the spray comes out really fine and beautiful. Very, very strong, right? This is the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. It's a very, very beautiful bottle, it has to be said. It's got the legs there, that's made out of metal. It's a very, very nice design. Kind of a bit provocative with the legs sticking out there. And I'm just going to put some of this one on this one. The sprayer on this one, as I seem to remember, is good as well. But if anything, the Police one is a little bit more effective. So that one does come out in a lovely mist as well, but it's like a short depression of the button rather than being that whole movement thing that goes into the other one. It's a really, really good quality sprayer, that one. Fantastic. It punches well above its weight in terms of how good quality it feels. Now the smell, when they're first initially applied, is almost identical. Really, really, really similar, okay? That's the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. That's the Police Shocking Scent. The only difference I can really pick up is the patchouli in this one. I'll do the notes listing. I'll do the Jean Paul Gaultier one first, I think, because I seem to remember I've got the camera a bit off centre. So I'll put the Jean Paul Gaultier one first, over there on this side here. Give you a little look at the notes on that one. I know that this is what I can remember out of them. There is honey and patchouli and beeswax, and then some blood orange, some actual orange, some jasmine, some orange blossom, and those are the ones I can remember anyway, but they're up there anyway. And I'll just give you a few moments to have a look at those. It's deep and rich and sensual and sexy and alluring and strong and syrupy, and it's extremely, extremely beautiful. I'll do the notes listing for the Shocking Scent, which is now in this hand. I don't want to get them mixed up because it would be very easy for me to not know which one was which anymore, to be quite honest, when they're first sprayed. This one is just all the things I've said about that one, but slightly brighter, slightly not quite as rich and deep and dense. It's a bit more airy, but not by any means weaker. It's, if anything, stronger, believe it or not. It's super, super, super strong. So those are the two which are freshly sprayed. Near enough identical, but the patchouli comes through in this one a lot, and the honey aspect is a little bit more sticky and syrupy, right? This one, the notes listing, I don't remember as many of them as this in this one, but I think that there is, I know that there's a few more florals in this one, and it does have the honey as well, and I think there's something else sweet in there, like maybe a caramel type of thing. I can't quite remember. I don't remember the notes in this one as well as I remember the notes in this one, but I know that they're not really that similar as far as the smell being so identical is concerned. They're quite different notes. So I'm going to put those two down. I'll keep one on that side and one on that side so I don't lose track of it. Well, if I do lose track of it, it doesn't matter because I have it written down on here. These ones here, I sprayed them earlier. This is now a good half an hour ago, right? I've got the police on that there because I've got it written on there, and I've got the scandal on that one. Once they're dried down, the police one has got almost like a slightly woody aspect in it. It's a bit drier and a bit more airy. And the police one is, the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal one is retaining its honey stickiness, and that patchouli still comes through. Whereas in this one, the patchouli is not really there, but everything else is almost identical. The strength, and now that comes. The thing is about this one, if you know La Via Bella, it's that kind of ballpark of fragrance. It's big, it's loud, it's very, very sweet. But I love sweet fragrances on women. And excuse me, 1 second. Somebody is getting a slap. All right, I'll be back in a moment. As I was saying, I love sweet fragrances on my wife. And let me tell you about the performance of these ones, right? The performance on Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal is absolutely excellent. It is. It's a really good quality designer fragrance. It's obviously by the master perfumer himself, Francis Kurkdjian. I think it is. Flipping better be. If it's not, oh well. I know less than even I thought. Which is very, very possible. As you would expect, or hope, at least, from a really good big designer like this, it is very good performance. But the performance on this one is at least equal to that. This is nuclear. Make no mistake about it, this one is so strong. Let me tell you a little story about it, right? Just wouldn't be a Zoopy video if it didn't have a little story, would it? And I know you love my stories. I hope so, anyway. When I go to bed at night, I put on some fragrance, right? Now, you might say that's a waste or something, but I don't want to hear it, because to me it's not a waste because it makes me happy. So it's not a waste, is it? I went to the bedroom, and I'd already had something on that day. I don't remember what, but I decided to put on some Roses Vanille. I remember this bit, Roses Vanille by Mancera, which is very, very strong fragrance, right? I put a little bit on each side of the neck, a little bit on the wrist, dab them together like that, and that's me set for the night, okay? Helps me drift off into fragrance dreamland, right? But what happens when I do that is that it kind of kills my nose to anything else. I can smell my own fragrance very well, obviously, because I'm beasting. But when it comes to smelling what something else is, it kind of ruins my nose. You know, I'm quite good at telling what Debbie, my wife, is wearing when she's put it on, as long as I haven't just done that to myself. If I have, then I can sort of smell things, but I'm like, wow, I can't smell anything much apart from my own fragrance. She came into the room shortly after I'd done that. I was putting my glasses on, or my reading glasses, and getting my phone together and whatever like that. She came in and out of sight sprayed something. This, right? I said to her, have you just sprayed on that police fragrance? Because I can smell it really strongly. I could instantly tell what it was. It was boom, right? She said, yes, I have, and I'm over here, by the way. I was talking to the wardrobe, right? I was like, whoa. So, the performance is absolutely spectacular, right? We sell this in Savers, right, where I work at, for 20 quid. You can get it from Perfume Click. I'll link where you can get this from. You can get it from Perfume Click for like £21, 22 quid, something like that. Ridiculously cheap. It's for 100ml as well, whereas this one's going to cost you about, I think I might have already said this. If I had, I do apologise. If I haven't, well, here's the information again. In my day. It's about 80 quid for 80ml. Retail, that one. I remember saying now. But anyway, have the information again. And thank me for it down in the comments. £20 for this is utterly ridiculous value. I've had customers telling me that this one lasts them all day and then some. I've had customers tell me that they get more compliments with this than anything else they've got. It's that much of a good fragrance. It's a ridiculously good value for money, meaning you need to buy it. If you don't like sweet fragrances, you might want to give it a miss, but look at it this way, right? It's so big and powerful. You might think to yourself, doesn't sound like my kind of thing. It sounds like it might be too big and powerful, but what you could do is you can just go easy on it, can't you? You could do one spray there, one on the wrist, dab, fine, right? That's going to last you for hours and hours and hours, and the bottle will last you for years. If you're like a female version of me, then you want to go heavy on it, it's going to be an absolute
monster.
Serious. Be warned. This stuff is super powerful, making it, in my book, a brilliant fragrance. It smells wonderful and very sexy indeed. The performance is absolutely excellent. It lasts for ages and it costs very little. Really good stuff. Have I missed anything? Probably, but you know. So, like if you like, comment if you wanna, press the notifications thing, whatever, share, subscribe, all those things if you can be bothered, press buttons and stuff, it makes me happy, comment down below and all that kind of stuff. So ladies, and gents, probably, because I know, you know, the men want to watch the ladies for, you want to know what the ladies like as well, don't you? Hopefully. It's not all about us, is it? Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to be back. Again, I won't apologise for the length of time I haven't been here, because duration is neither here nor there to me. It's when I can be bothered, isn't it? So, it just remains for me to say, safe man, chill out, enough respect, and I will catch you next time. Sweet. All